This is The Healthy Healer, where true voice is your medicine. This is where we help doctors and other healers navigate through the challenging times by learning from the best minds in the healing industry. Laugh, cry, and be surprised. It's entertainment, education, and inspiration so you can continue to be the unique and amazing healer you were destined to be. Welcome to humanity. Welcome to The Healthy Healer with Dr. Fred.
Hi, it's Dr. Fred, and welcome back to another short edition of The Healthy Healer. Today, we're going to take on what it really takes to make successful business transitions. Now, many of us actually separate business from personal life as if they're two different things. We know that mental health is required, or being healthy mentally, whatever that definition is required in our personal life to have good formed relationships, to take care of our basic needs, to take care of our finances and our families and our self. But we often don't think about the importance of being mentally healthy in order to make successful business transitions. My guest this week was Alana Lapari, and as a swapping podcast, we were able to look at this in both directions. And I gained some insight in those conversations. What I learned, once again, and importantly, is that mental health, or being stable, or at least sound and grounded and connected, aware and aligned with our core values, is a requirement for making successful business transitions as well. That means from being an employee to be an employer, or being someone who is an entrepreneur going to entrepreneur, or from somebody who doesn't have a job going to a job, or from someone who does have a job and is going to unemployed, or someone who owns a company and then is exiting. All of those things really, in order to be done successfully, need to have mental health at the central point. It is critical that one be aware of their core selves, and maybe more critical to be connected to the people around them as they're making these transitions. What Alana liked to point to is the idea that intention and purpose, as well as a good sense of our intuition, are required to make important decisions and required to have a successful business. One that is aligned with purpose and profit. One that is aligned with income and impact. We start looking at all those things and realize that by stretching the definition of what profit is, or stretching the definition of what income is, in both cases beyond simply the monetary financial component and into what it means to be profitable as a human, or to have income in the form of non-monetary gains, we start realizing that being healthy mentally and physically is a requirement to make these transitions work. In some way of looking at it, it's a form of workability, or as some would say, a form of integrity. Being aligned with who we are, and then being able to step into that alignment as someone who gets things done with intention, get things done with purpose, get things done with actually taking a focus of future that we create, and then living into that future such that success becomes the only acceptable outcome. Now, that doesn't mean that we won't have failures along the way. In fact, without failures, it only shows that we're not playing a big enough game. Now, the truth is that failures are a requirement when we go after a big game. And in this case, especially in business, that can be pretty painful. A loss of money, a loss of a client, a loss of a connection, a loss of a deal can hurt at the pocketbook level. All of a sudden, some standard form of income is ripped away from us, and we then feel like we're at a loss. But from that space, there's an opportunity to look directly as to what is there for us to learn, and what kind of direction can we go to from here to correct our course and to create success, however that is being measured. Whatever metrics are being used, whether that's monetary or whether that's contribution on an impactful societal level, or whether that's from personal growth and development. All of these things play to success, and each of them are going to do a lot better if, in fact, we are mentally and physically healthy. Looking at mental health, what does that really mean? We don't have a great definition that's well accepted on a conventional basis in a agreement reality. So the definition of mental health that I'm stating is that we are aligned with our core values, and our behaviors are aligned with our core values, and we're connected to others such that we're making a difference in other people's lives in the meantime. What is it that creates purpose? The purpose is created when those things are aligned. A natural correlation seems to arise where a purpose then gets defined. Upon creating that purpose, what then gets defined is some degree of self-worth, some degree of actually being the person you said you were to be, the person you've been the whole time, the person you're being called to be, and the person you came on earth in order to be. Being that person is one who at least pays attention to what it means to be healthy and takes steps in that direction. I can't underline how important it is enough to actually take steps in the direction of alignment in order to live a life that matters, because as we've stated before, you cannot get wealthy doing something that you hate. So best of luck to all of you. Thanks for listening, and thanks for being here at The Healthy Healer. Thank you for listening to this short and being around for that. And thank you for being with me along the ride. If you enjoy this show as much as I enjoy delivering it, please feel free to share and comment. And don't forget to subscribe, because that's what allows people like you to get access to the show and the important discussions that we're having here that are entertaining and educational. Again, thanks so much. And of course, we'll catch you on the flip side. Bye for now.